Yep, did you?
Had a great weekend. Microphone decides it wants to move around. Well, we'll see if anybody joins us today again. So,
So, what did you do this weekend, Santa? What made it great?
I got some things done, and I got my first international Santa approved person. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Where is this person?
From Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
was,
that'd make it international. Yeah.
that would make it international. Absolutely. Yeah. So, I got to leave town tomorrow morning and go up to Canada, go to a funeral. My uncle passed away, so I'll be out of commission for 3 days. But I got to do some announcements and some posting. I don't know if I'll be able to get that done tonight or not. So we'll see. But
Mr.
Mr.
Gibson.
Brian, good day, sir.
Good day.
How are you?
Let's see. Overworked, underpaid, and still on mission.
There you go. You're no different than the rest of us, right? I was just telling Emily that I'm out of commission here for the next 3 days. I got to go to a funeral up in Canada. My uncle passed away, but he was 94. So he's lived a long, healthy life. So my dad, who started off with 6 siblings, is now down to 2. So pretty
Yeah,
amazing. And dad's still going strong. He's 93. Still
yeah. We
driving.
had we had one Saturday. Good friend of ours. She passed of cancer. So,
Yeah. Yeah. That one's tough.
well, I'm a little jaded on that, Santa, because of all my experience in life and death.
Yep. Yep.
You know, people go, well, don't you feel get emotional? No, as much as I want to, I know death happens.
Yep. Death happens. Well, like I say, he was 94, so that that's
Yeah,
pretty that's pretty incredible. So I'm not
yeah. I mean,
upset it was
94.
my uncle, but you know, like I said to my dad when I went and seen him, and I'll see him tomorrow. But like I said to my dad, just think of the changes you have seen in 93 years on this earth.
Oh, no kidding.
You know, he started life in 31, just as the height of the depression was hitting. So, by 6 or 7, 8 years old, you're already gathering things to be in survival mode.
Yeah,
You know, so
that's like my grandparents. They were born into that depression era. So it's like I always wondered why my grandmother was always like saving bacon grease and saving this and saving that. And I was like, hmm.
yep. Now it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. And that's why my wife is now. She saves pennies, nickels, and dimes, and it's amazing how fast they add up. But she even told me the other day she is saving the coffee grounds because theoretically, if you dry them, you can use them again for a second pot. If you didn't know that, and I went, we're not that broke,
No. No, no, no.
but it does work. Yeah.
Uh, okay. I'm very particular about coffee, so
Yeah, I have not tried it, but she loves her coffee cocoa, where she mixes her cocoa with her coffee, and
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
I do that at times.
yeah, yeah. So, but
So,
I just
brother, I tapped in here because I got some free time,
well, I
right?
appreciate that.
But
That
I got to do a big push here for our podcast tonight.
okay?
6:30 tonight. Big things are rolling out in the mission.
Well, that's exciting.
Well, I guess it's more of a big thing because I don't know if Kurt and Sue has talked to you, but I'm taking the gloves off this year.
There you go. Nothing wrong with that. You've put a lot of time and effort to make this mission happen, and now, did we get the finalized work done so that veteran can move in?
No,
Oofta. And he's
but
supposed to be
that,
moving in when here in the next couple of weeks?
yeah, 2 weeks.
Yikes.
It'll be what it'll be.
Right? Yep.
Okay.
Absolutely.
You know, it's just, I am sick and tired of people telling me what to do.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. There has to be some give and take on both sides. There has to be some workload passed on to other people. There has to be, you know, um,
I look, I love delegation. Makes my life easier, you know, but I'm kind of like this nowadays is if you got time to critique what we're doing, then you have time to help.
yep. I agree. I agree. You know, either that or they don't understand the workload that you're looking at doing to make this a livable place. And they figure that someone's going to flip the switch and say, okay, he can move in, no problem. When we all know the reality of that is there's a lot of work that needs to be done to pass state inspection, which can be pretty mm, brutal, is a word that I might use.
Uh, red tape kills. Oh, did I say that out loud?
I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear nothing. And that's where I'm saying the critiquing of a state inspector, can be a little yeah, red tape infarction.
I, but look, I was joking, but no, I'm serious. Red tape kills.
Oh yeah, 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 and
Red tape
moving,
equals less help I can do.
yeah, and dealing with red tape BS can get a little frustrating and more along the lines of frustrating at most times.
Oh, yeah, I don't mind frustration, but it's, I follow this channel called The Bureaucrat.
The bureaucrat BS channel.
No, this YouTube channel is called The Bureaucrat. This is a retired Army officer who used to work in the Pentagon,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I watch him because he has some interesting things to say about bureaucracy and how to work through it.
How to kick it to the curb?
No, look, bureaucracy is not going anywhere.
Right.
But here's a guy that spent 20 years in it, as an officer working in the Pentagon.
And you either learn to deal with it, learn to accept it, or push it to the side so it doesn't numb your brain cell into thinking some other stupid reality.
Yes and no. You learn to work it, he says.
Yes. Yeah.
You learn to work the bureaucracy.
Yeah. Well, that was
Everybody,
like, in the truck driving industry, when they were bringing in the electronic logs, it was, well, this is being shoved down your throat, and you either learned to accept it and learned how to work it and learned, hey, this actually can be a friend versus an enemy if you learn to play the rules.
ah,
You,
that, see, you know
you
what?
manipulate the rules to your advantage.
No, 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 no. We call it bending a regulation.
Yes, yes,
You never break
yes.
a regulation,
No, you're right. You
but
bend
you
them.
can make it look like a pretzel.
Absolutely. And once you figured out how to bend the regulations and went, hey, wait a minute, this can actually work to your advantage if you bend it this way and bend it that way.
Well,
And then,
look,
of
there's,
course, you ask people with higher authority than you to ask someone that knows even more about the DOT bureaucracy and say, hey, is there something in the book that says you can actually do this, this, and this? And they say, well, there's nothing in the books that say you can do that, that, and that, as long as you do it sort of this way. Oh, well, that's something that they never talked about because it was in the gray area, as we always used to say.
yeah. Look, there are gray areas in life, okay? But there are some things in life you cannot play gray in, like my field. There's no gray in emergency medicine, battlefield
No,
medicine. There's no
no,
gray.
no.
You know, everybody goes, so that's why you don't have you're so yeah, dude, there's no gray in
Yeah,
my mind.
cutting off an arm and saying, oops, did I make a mistake? Doesn't quite work the same way as, let's see if we bend this rule a little bit, will it still give us the same results?
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, look, conversation wise, I learn a lot from all the conversations I have with people. Um,
There's two ways to look at a conversation. There's asking the questions and listening to the answers, and how you interpretate the answers can sometimes change the next question.
True. But one of the big things we're going to talk about tonight is big decisions are made in small rooms.
Yes. And
Okay.
whether you get to participate in those small room question is another whole discussion.
That's the whole nother thing. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's why people need to tune into our podcast tonight because that's one thing I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to give all these people that email me, text me, Facebook message me, do all that stuff. Okay, here's your date and time. You want to tell me how to do it? Cool.
What are the chances of your veteran volunteer work party that came down from Chicago in the fall, of them coming down again in the next 2 weeks.
That ain't gonna happen in 2 weeks.
No, it would be nice if it would, but it,
We've already had that discussion. We've already been trying to make that happen, but that's not gonna happen. Logistically speaking, can't.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I've I've been reaching out to all of our resource partners. Hey guys, I got this. What can we do? What do you got? And they're all doing great work.
Yeah. And
But
sometimes,
again, they have their missions.
yeah.
Again, this is why I tell people, look, you're $22 a month. Instead of me
Well,
scrambling to try to get volunteers and donated things, why don't we just get 85 more people to give $22 a month?
yeah. Yeah. No kidding.
So I can call A and B plumber and say, hey, come do this. I
Right.
guarantee I'll get the best price because that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when you start talking and negotiating with these service people and say, hey, if you donate some of your time, it's also a tax write off to a charitable
Yeah,
organization. But you got to have, some nickels and dimes to start the negotiating, conversation.
yeah.
Yeah. So need to get the word out more to spread, the word about the wonderful organization. And you're once again, or still up against, you're back against the wall. Never mind once again.
Brother, I multiple combat tours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is
Absolutely.
this is just this. Okay. This is
Yep.
just this. I'm not quitting. Get it straight, folks. Santa Papa John is doing his part.
Yep.
I'm not quitting.
No. I mean, and, the reality of it is you have not been doing this for only a month. So
No.
you have created a lot of contacts. You've opened up a lot of doors. But right now, you need more doors opened to take the next step to the reality of accepting your soldiers.
Yeah, look, opening doors is great. As I tell my team all the time, the more people that share our mission,
Yep.
right, the faster we're going to grow.
Yep.
Thing I'm going to bring up, I don't know if I got that in my slide deck or not. I'm going to have to look to remember, but I'll say it here. Look, folks, I will not spend money on paid advertisement.
No.
I will
No.
not.
There's a trade off there, and the reality of looking at free advertising versus paid. How much more are you reaching with the paid versus the free? And I'm
Oh,
trying.
brother, look, I got it. There's an ROI on everything.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Okay. But I will not pay for advertising. I would rather take that money that I'm going to pay for advertising and buy more breakfasts for my brothers and sisters.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And have the open conversation.
Uh-huh. You
Yep.
see, that's what people don't understand about me. Okay? There are nonprofits out there that spend millions of dollars every month for television commercials.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. And when they
Where where
when they
could
can
that
afford to do
money
that,
go?
what are they not doing to um, their veterans or to their programs when they have to pay? What is getting cut off?
Yeah,
Yep. Abs-
everybody tells me I have to do more. Uh,
how much more can you do?
yeah, volunteer folks.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. We need this to be reached out to generate more volunteers.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, you know Debbie Hayes,
oh, yes, absolutely.
outstanding individual, right?
Absolutely.
She so wants to start a Project Die Hard fellowship breakfast where she's at.
Okay.
Praise be to God for her.
Yep.
I cannot greenlight that event until our current one in Paducah, Kentucky is covered.
Yep. Yep.
It's just that simple, folks.
Yep.
It's just that simple.
Yep. Exactly. And, it's frustrating when you knock on doors and new doors and many doors and they say the same thing. Sorry, can't do it as of right now.
No, it's not. I understand that, brother. The one that gets me is when they say, when you get bigger,
Yep. Can't
when
get,
we get bigger.
but the old proverbial, you can't get bigger until you get the donations.
Yeah.
You know, have we
Well,
seen an increase in the amount of veterans showing up for the breakfast?
yeah. We brought that back in 2022. 2022 was a
Middle
hundred
of the
and
bullshit.
well, 2022 was 180. 2023, 276. 2024, 485.
The numbers are definitely increasing.
Yeah.
Like that's
Praise be to God.
that's over double in 2 years.
Yeah. Praise to God.
Now, what I am in the midst of doing is putting my numbers together to show how much I've increased my social media, and I'm up almost to 350% in a year.
Praise be to God, brother. Keep
Yep,
growing.
keep growing. And, it's like, who doesn't want to be on the train with me? I'm working hard to keep it going. So, who doesn't want to be on the train with me?
Brother, I'm the same way when it comes to our community support programs.
Yep, yep. And
If
when you
people
show
make it,
sponsorship that you have doubled in 2 years, that's got to be opening up some doors and some eyeballs, maybe.
no,
Um,
brother, because they ask on our social media numbers.
okay.
I don't track those. I personally do not. And there's a
Right.
reason. I don't care. I care
Yep.
about how many veterans I affect, how many of my brothers and sisters I affect.
Right.
I don't care how many followers we have. Do I need more? Of course.
Yep. Right.
But I personally don't care.
There's a trade off there, Brian, in the fact that you're trying to get sponsors, you're trying to get more donations. If you can show them your growth in certain areas,
Once again, brother, we're having this conversation.
yeah,
My marketing person team tracks all that.
right,
So they get their information.
right,
Okay. Yeah, look, folks, I'm just the founder and president.
yep,
When I say I personally don't care about social media numbers, I don't. Do we have them? Yes. My marketing team tracks them. I don't have time to sit there and track numbers like that.
right, yep, yep. Understand?
Okay. When we're having a conversation, when I say diehard, that's me. When I say me, it's me. Okay. There's certain things that I don't waste my team's time on.
Yep,
My main concern is saving veterans' lives, bringing them hope.
yep.
That's it. I
And
tell everybody
showing
all the time.
that doors are starting to open.
Look, I tell people all the time, look at our website. Oh, yeah, by the way, Papa, I still need your logo in a
Oh
circle.
yes. I will try and you're looking for a square logo too, right?
No, a circle one, a square works, but with the little tallies down, if you've been watching our socials, you'll see the flow.
Okay.
And I love your ribbon,
Yep.
but it just doesn't fit.
All right.
But I love it
Got it on my notes.
because you're dare to be different.
That's right. And different stands out.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why everybody goes like, well, you got to get rid of the purple in your marketing. No.
Purple stands out.
Purple and teal are the national suicide colors.
Ah, right.
Every color in our logo has a meaning. The purple and teal,
There you go.
national suicide colors.
Mr. Kurt has joined us.
Mhm. The red is the blood spilt every day on the battlefield at home.
Yep. Yep.
The black is in mourning of those losses. And the gray is the troubled mind of the veteran.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So every color has a meaning.
Cool, cool, cool.
Well, on that, I'm going to let you two great gentlemen take it from there because I got another meeting here before our podcast. But I remember I just wanted to hop in and say, tune in tonight at 6:30 p.m. at the Monday Mission podcast. You can reach out to Kurt. You can reach out to Emily. They can point you in the right direction. But we're going to be talking about some really poignant stuff tonight.
As always.
Thank you all and have a blessed day.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brian.
Right.
Talk to you soon. What do you know, Mr. Kurt?
Hello. How's it going by you, Santa?
It's gaining steps one at a time, slowly. But I'm excited to my Santa approved project is now officially gone international. I have signed up my first young lady from Australia. So I am officially international. So woohoo!
Congratulations.
So
Yep.
is it it's not Misty, is it?
Nope.
Oh, so
Nope.
you got somebody else? All right. Well, we'll
Yep.
keep working on Misty then.
Oh yeah, we'll start working on Misty. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, tell her I said so. I'm like, if you're gonna call me the king, then follow the king's orders,
That's right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Uh,
So, did you have a good weekend?
fantastic. Yeah, life is good over here. We saw a play. We have one of our ski club members performed as Cousin It. And now, Emily, what play would that be that we saw Cousin It?
I think it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't say it at the moment though, but I think I know what it is.
Cousin It's a little bit before her time there, Kurt.
I don't know about that. They've had remakes of it, whatever. I think it's gone mainstream in her life.
Well, possibly, yeah. What was the
Yeah, well,
last
Emily,
one?
tell us more about who's involved. Cousin It. Can you think of any other characters? Anything else about the show? Because I could swear you know the show.
There's a character by the name of
Of
Uncle Sam.
the Adams family.
Da-na-na-na, da-
There you
Like,
go. Good job.
da-na-na.
Yep.
There we go. Those are my kind of people.
of course.
So was this done at a school or was it done by a local community club or was it done by a local theater group or who?
Yeah, well, middle school aged anyway. I guess I had the impression it was done through the school, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about that. But yeah, they did a fantastic job to look at the talent at a middle school level. I mean, if you went into there and you weren't told they were middle schoolers, you might think that they were high schoolers performing. That
Right.
kind of talent, a little ahead of the curve, I think, in terms of the world of middle schoolers, they did really well.
Very cool.
Very,
Very
very
cool.
entertaining. Very well done.
Good job. Good job. And did they change which story did they adapt to and how much did they have to change it from a on-screen show to a live action theater?
Yeah, well, it basically was a story about, the one set of kids really were getting married. So the daughter, the Adams daughter, was getting married to one of the local boys, and that was the big drama part. And then they're all getting together around the dinner table, and there's a whole thing about I was going to say full transparency or full disclosure and full disclosure type of thing. So it was a musical. And so yeah, the play is a good storyline. So I mean, yeah, it's a different feel from the movie or the TV show, but the play production fits right in with all the scenes. When you enjoy the Addams Family, it falls right into what you're expecting. So did
Good
really
stuff.
well with Uncle Fester and
Oh, yeah.
Grandmama.
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. Very cool.
And
And
so
like
I warned her that during our ski show, she's one of our ski show performers. So I said, when I'm on the microphone, I'm just going to introduce her. Oh, here comes my cousin It,
oh,
just
she
to
played
throw
the
the
part of
audience off.
Cousin It.
What's that?
Did she actually play the part of Cousin It?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They put like a long grass skirt thing. They kind of had that on her head. They like cinched it up on her head so it draped over the front of her face and all over. And then it draped down enough that she could just wear another grass skirt, up around her waist because the top one went down to her waistline. And so yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
two grass skirts covering her up.
Two grass skirts. Interesting.
Yeah,
That's
right.
interesting. So there you go.
So Emily, what's exciting in your world?
Uh, Not sure. We're starting a couple new podcasts.
Yeah, yeah. People are all about how full her schedule is. And Emily's like, no, no, we got room for more. She's got two more coming up. What are the
Good stuff.
shows?
Um, well, the one we just launched yesterday. It's a essential wealth and health podcast. By Lisa Cheryl. Not sure how to pronounce her last name. Um, and then they're looking to start another one called World of Innovation sometime here in February
Very
as well.
cool. Very cool.
That means there's a third one then.
I don't remember what the third one was.
Fridays with Paige Spears.
Oh yeah, well we already had our launch date. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a newer,
Well that's
newer.
newer one. It's gonna be Fridays, the Choose Greater Health. Uh, about brain injury, from like blood clots and kind of stuff connected with that.
And could you imagine that, Santa, that a blood clot changes your life like that?
Oh, it sure can. I've had some friends that have had some very dangerous blood clots, and yeah, it's kind of incredible how a little blood clot can, yeah, change your life in seconds. Yes, not very good. And how to change them and how to prevent them is, I'm sure, a very interesting scientific review and conversation right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and the thing about life changing in a second gets us thinking about Molly Welch with a second later, which Emily's actually talking to her about starting a podcast show called A Second Later, right, Emily?
oh, really?
Yeah. And then
That's
there's
kinda
Todd
cool.
Lingle with the CARES Foundation, who's connected with the drunk driving thing too, among other things.
So Santa, you don't know Todd Lingle or this CARES Foundation, do you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think you would either. But basically, Kathy Weaver was talking about it today with, about eradicating drinking and driving type deal. And then she's doing a posting party at 1 Central on Tuesday, February 11th. So everybody's welcome to hop on Kathy Weaver's Zoom link.
Hmm.
So she's hosting it because if people come on here, during that time, they'll be hopping into a Spirit of the Game U.S. Council meeting. So,
Oh yeah.
which is fine too. But do you want a council meeting or do you want a posting party? So Kathy's doing the
Yeah, a
posting.
little bit different there. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, things are on the growth. Things are happening. Emily, what do you have down? Is it the 29th or when is our friend Steve? Oh no, the 28th. Steve Ramona, stevewebinar.com, podcasts, events, guests, you know. So yeah, that'll be at 5 Central. So this time slot on Tuesday, January 28th, Steve Ramona,
Oh,
stevewebinar.com.
I'll have to
Everybody's
put
welcome.
that one in my calendar. I
Yeah.
hadn't put
So
that.
Emily will be taking care of another appointment during that hour, but right, Emily?
Yeah, but I'll still try to be connected, Lisa, but I won't be able to say anything or anything really. But yeah,
And so we can
That's
talk about her and she won't be able to react, John. Isn't that great?
yeah.
you guys are
That's
so nice to
Tuesday
be
the
with you.
28th for Steve, because he
Yeah.
Yeah,
always
Steve,
does this stuff
Tuesday the
on Wednesday.
28th. Yeah, little different. Yeah, his schedule shifted on him a little bit, so he had to do this one on a Tuesday, the 28th at
Okay.
5 Central. So it'll be our live at 5 with Steve Ramona. And that'll be on his Zoom. People can get to it going to stevewebinar.com.
Oh, I see it. There's Sue in the background. Sue wants to say hi.
Yeah, I don't know. She seems pretty busy with her own stuff there. She's home from school today with MLK Day. So John, have you been hearing a lot about MLK today or not so much?
A little bit. I did a few meetings this afternoon. I end up watching a little bit of the inauguration, so I missed a couple meetings, but it ended up being a pretty good day today.
Yeah, with that one meeting, they were showing how that one performer, I don't know who he is, but seems like he might be famous in the opera community or something. That whoever sang the national anthem that we heard at
Yeah.
the All Stars and Stripes meeting, boy, that was a pretty good performance. He
Oh
really
yeah.
can
Yeah.
he really can bring it out.
Yeah. He sang it live. But yeah, he's a big part of my understanding he is in the National Opera in Washington. So, and then Carrie Underwood ended up singing the national anthem a cappella. Or no, she didn't do the national anthem. She did America the Beautiful or something. And they
Okay.
say that was almost the highlight of the air. That was better than him singing the national anthem.
Oh, really? Well, Emily will have to help me access a video of it. If Santa Papa John is approving it, if it's Santa approved, we got to watch that.
Yeah,
Yeah, to
it
try
was kind
looking
of
it up.
funny because they were supposed to have the what they have the military band there that were supposed to do it, and something happened that they didn't, and the choir backed her up a little bit, but she ended up singing it a cappella, so it was pretty phenomenal.
Wow. Now that's performing.
Yeah.
When you just
So
kind of, change with the situation and do differently than what you had planned and rehearsed. So, wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And you can't wait for someone to fix something when you're on a tight schedule. You got to think plan B.
you
So,
have to have like plan B like ready to go on the spot if needed.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then take a schedule like
absolutely.
that.
Yeah, we call Emily our queen bee. She's always got plan B.
Right.
She's like, you need plan B, bring it on. I got plan B. I was ready on the spot.
Everybody was thinking of that Saturday night for TikTok. I
Oh
went
yeah,
to
yeah. My daughter is legit upset because she saw that notification and she's like, "Well, it looks like I'm not gonna be able to use it." So she deleted her app. You know,
no.
yes. So she and and one thing that she did is she had in past years she was doing a little video during that grade of school. So
Yep.
she had in her drafts from years past, her doing a message that she was going to culminate at graduation time in high school. So 3 years away from doing that, but she deleted the app, so she lost it all.
Well, no, if she'll because it's back online. It came back online Sunday afternoon. So she should be able to um, log into her account, and because they're saved as a video already uploaded to the platform, she probably didn't lose any of them.
All right, yeah, we'll have to keep working on that. It's a good thought because yeah, I did tell her that to follow your TikTok. A
Yep,
lot of times I'm just on the browser. I'm not even on the app. I'm in my
yep.
Chrome app going to TikTok.com. And then she was doing that and doing some things on TikTok. So, but she said that right now it's not in the App Store. So like for her to go load her app back on her iPhone, it's not in the App Store, she tells me. At least as of yesterday.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
as of yesterday, that was the case. I don't know if it's changed today or what's
Yeah,
happening with that.
I know there was. Well, of course, the 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 CEO of TikTok was at the inauguration, so he's worked out a deal with, or Trump has worked out a deal to keep it live and going for. I don't know if it's going to be 3 months or 6 months, but I will check my downloads, and if I can see if I've got. Does she have? Well, it don't matter. I should be able to forward on an email the download for TikTok. I'll have a look. So
Yeah. Yeah. So have you been keeping your schedule Wednesday through Saturday or not as much?
last week I ended up doing it 2 nights. Um, just because it was that quiet, I ended up doing Friday night. Saturday I was out of town at a friend of ours is going through cancer, so they had a big benefit fundraiser for him Saturday evening. So we were down in the cities and Saturday night. So I was able to do Wednesday and Friday of last week. And then this week I'll be out of town Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'll try and get on next week or in the weekend, I guess. So
So are you going to try for Friday and Saturday this week or
yeah,
not?
I'm gonna try. Saturday is gonna be interesting because I got my boy and his kids coming over for a late Christmas celebration because his family is, kids are half the kids are in the city, half of them are here, and then they went to the new girlfriend's mom and dad's for Christmas. So timing has just been, hey, let's put a shit off for a couple more weeks. So I went, that's fine. So then we'll see.
Yeah. So how about for tonight after your dinner? Are you coming on to Project Die Hard or not
I've
necessarily?
got a meeting with a bride and groom at 6 o'clock, and it's probably going to last for an hour. So still booking a few DJ events. So
Yeah,
we'll
so
see what
between
happens.
catching dinner and doing that meeting, you got your hands full, eh?
Yeah, yeah. And then I got to leave first thing in the morning, so I probably, try and record a couple extra videos for tonight. So yeah, it's not going to happen for tonight.
All right, well, we'll make sure to talk about you. We'll still
Of
give you
course you
your
will. I got faith in you.
Emily, what do you got? You're raising your hand. What do you got?
I was just reminded of Shakedown earlier today. That I believe Mark was I have to go back and look at the picture or the look it up. But I believe Mark was telling us that it was like DJ day today.
I was able to upload some videos to TikTok today. So they're, you know, and I don't know if it's in the app store today, but I know everything is back normal because I did upload a video last night as well as one today. So
Okay, so Emily, when I Google DJ Day 2025, it says that's a wrap, January 17th. I don't know if that's the date of the post. It says, yeah, National Disc Jockey Day, January 20th.
oh
There we
really?
Yeah, so Emily was thinking about you, John, there with your DJ career.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, boy, multiple reasons to celebrate you, you know. You're just a walking celebration, John. Well done. There we go.
Yeah.
So, so any new twists or new innovations coming up soon? Or are you just like keeping the Warrior Beacon of Hope and your Santa approved and your TikTok? You're just maintaining what you built up, or are you adding new pieces to the puzzle soon?
Not sure yet. I'm going to really start promoting the Warriors Beacon of Hope to get that up and running. I want to try and have 1,000 people signed up to that to the end by the end of June. So I've got a pretty rigid goal to try and meet for that one. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, and you guys gotta help me out. We've been, it's approaching a year. I've been in search of an Easter bunny. There's got to be somebody out there in our reaches that does the Easter bunny thing. Because for that project I hired, the I was gonna say kick the can, but no, what is our project I hired can?
Like fill the
Uh,
can or something.
Fill the can, yeah. With that campaign, I think that'd be just great to have an Easter bunny. Have a team to get people to fill the can, and you do like you always do, help us fill the can. But
Yeah. I know a few. Actually, I know a guy that's in Pewaukee that just bought a bunny suit. I might be able to introduce you to him. He doesn't do a lot of stuff online, but I might be able to introduce you to him.
you're talking about Pewaukee, where I water ski, Pewaukee,
Yes.
Wisconsin.
Yes.
Well, we got to get introduced anyway because we got to have it. We got to have him bring his bunny suit out to our ski show.
Get them on the water. And
Yeah,
then bunny
tell him
suits.
we got to show the world that the Easter bunny skis. Look at that.
There you go. That would be rather interesting.
Yeah, we get him hopping out there. He'd have him hold the rope and try to hop on the skis.
Yeah. Yeah. No kidding. So
Hop, 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 don't stop.
our
Uh,
temperature is falling back off the edge of the cliff. We were up to about -5 today, and now back down to -18 already.
yeah,
Woofy.
actually, our school district here, our K-12 system called off school for tomorrow because of you know,
Oh,
it's going to feel like 33 below, I guess, around here. So
yeah,
they
we're
called
gonna
off
go down to
the
24 below here. And I get a giggle out of that because we used to go to school when it was 40 below.
yeah, it's just, with running the buses, and then you got the kids out there, and then you got, all the
Hell,
kids
I
have a
had to
different
walk to school in 40 below. I didn't take because I lived too close to the school. I was a mile away, so I had to walk.
Man, yeah. If that happened in today's day and age, there'd probably be a
Oh
lawsuit.
God, yeah, no kidding. What a bunch of wusses.
Jeez.
Wow. Wow. Now, I'm gonna come up to Minnesota, and I'm gonna tell your grandkids that Papa wants you to walk a mile in this 40 below temperature, and then I'm gonna let you experience that. Your grandkids walking in 40 below temperatures.
Oh no, they get rides now.
I know they do, but you're like saying what a bunch of wusses. Well, if you're really behind
Yeah,
that, start with your grandkids. Uh,
yeah,
that would make a good TikTok, Santa's
yeah, no
grandkids
kidding.
walking a mile and 40 below. Let's see how that goes over with the kids.
In 3 feet of snow one way with one shoe on.
One shoe.
Oh, geez, yeah, Santa.
Oh my God. Have you been hitting what's
Uh,
going on up there, John?
So it's gotten into Santa.
well, I told you this story the year before we moved to Minnesota from December 26th until um, February Valentine's Day, 40 straight days. It did not rise above minus 30 for 40 straight days.
Holy smokes, that is serious.
You didn't quit living. You didn't quit going to work. You just dressed for it and you jumped in your car and your square tires and you drove until they warmed up. And then you started warming up the truck and the kids went to school and they walked. Yeah,
Wow.
40 days.
Man,
And then
now
I giggled when I moved to Minnesota. And of course, we're watching the news out of Minneapolis and they went, woo, we're going to break the record. We're going to do 30 days below freezing. And I went, 30 days below freezing, as in 32 degrees? They were excited because that was, it was 28, 27, 18 for like 30 days. And I went, what are they going to do when it gets cold? And it was like,
right.
holy moly. Yeah. Because there are, International Falls, Ely, Embarrass, they are coldest spots in the USA. And tonight it's supposed to be 43 below tonight in International Falls.
Gotcha. Wow.
Yeah.
Chili.
Yeah, I've been hearing like even down in Texas that
Oh
there's
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
Hannibal with somebody that's like, we're getting snow here, and he's like, which is really unusual. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess so in
I
Texas.
I network with a bunch of people out of Houston and Dallas, and boy, talk about whining that they're it's 20 degrees and 30 degrees and they got 3 inches of snow and like it was the world was ending and it was like, holy crap, what are you gonna do? And the other day I had a bunch of guys from Tennessee and they got 3 inches of snow in Tennessee. That's pretty rare for Tennessee, but Florida was even saying it was going to be 40 degrees, 35 degrees in Florida. So they were worried about the orange crops.
Yeah, yeah, that's not good for the oranges, yeah.
No,
For the trees.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So,
Well, John, I've been trying to circulate this invite around everybody around the world for what we do every year with like there's Christmas in July.
yeah,
Sue and I do a Festivus in February event that
right.
somebody had a great idea a few months back. Like I forget who it was. Somebody's like, well, it sounds like you're running Fab to this. I'm like that. All these years, 28 years running Festivus in February, and it never occurred to me to also call it Feb to this. But it's going to be February
Yeah.
7th, 8th, and 9th. It's going to be right here on the same Zoom. So it's going to be over 48 hours of access. Emily's going to be right here awake the whole time. It's going to be great. So, but you can go to festivus.now.site to see what we did last year. So John, did you know me a year ago? I don't think so, did I?
I think it was like March,
Yeah, so it's pretty
April.
close to a year we've known each other,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah, you didn't know about our Festivus in February event. So share that around, tell
yeah.
your whole Santa crew that everybody's welcome to come on the Zoom. And there's board games, card games, dice, Kathy Weaver on a separate Zoom, on her own Zoom, she's gonna be running snake oil that
On the Friday
Friday, and
night.
think of the time that she runs that. That is at 7. Yeah, so February 7th at 7 Central. Snake oil with Kathy Weaver on her Zoom. So
Right.
go to Kathy Weaver's profile and get that one, and then a scavenger hunt and airing of grievances, feats of strength. You know, we're pulling out all the stops, entertaining people every which way we can, and you know, like if you're doing TikTok that weekend, you know,
Yeah.
little Friday, Saturday, we can feature you on TikTok and you know, do it up. Let's really connect the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta jump. Gotta get ready for this other meeting. So thanks. We'll talk again soon.
Sounds good, John. Take
Thanks,
care.
Emily. All right.
Thanks.